Everything's bigger in Texas. This is the biggest thrift store I may have ever been in, and it's definitely the biggest one today.
They say everything's bigger in Texas. Well, we're about to do one big thrift trip in San Antonio. New episodes every Sunday and Thursday, visiting a dozen of the city's best thrift stores and one very special estate sale of a local legend. It's the San Antonio Thrift Series.
Okay, so we're still thrifting San Antonio, and this has been one long day for me. And as you can see, it's like dark, the lighting sucks, apologies. But we're at the last stop, and I've got to run in because it's Texas Thrift, and I only have like 40 minutes till close. So we're just gonna get a peek at it. But then I pulled up and I saw it's 50% off today. So yeah, this would have been a good one to come to earlier. This is a location on Flores Avenue. If I have time, we'll also hit a second one tomorrow, and maybe I can like sort of compare the two for you. Everything's bigger in Texas. This is the biggest thrift store I may have ever been in, and it's definitely the biggest one today. So, gosh, I gotta start in like the skirts again because I still am looking for a couple more skirts, and then we'll try to check out like dresses, and I'll try to like give you some rundowns of like what types of things I'm seeing, just so you have like a good overview of this store. Okay, so they actually have a plus size section here. I guess it's this whole rack. Here we go. We're gonna start digging through these skirts. Okay, so that was like the fastest browsing of my life. As far as the pricing goes, I'm seeing a wide range. Like they definitely individually price items, and like things that had new with tags still were priced a lot higher. Like I saw a skirt that was marked at like $13 that was just like a Walmart brand, but it was still new with tags. But I think I could expect to pay $3 to $5 with the half off sale. So I'll show you everything really quick that I'm considering. These are actually shorts, but they're cute. This one was sort of not on my radar, but then I thought like the colors in it are amazing, and like pastels are coming in. I'm starting to really like combining pastels, so I think this could actually be really cute. This one's probably one of my favorites I found. This one I kind of love. Like it's pretty, like a pretty full skirt, but if you look closely, there is a gold glitter thread going through, like accenting parts of the pattern on here. So it's kind of extra, and that kind of works for me. This one seems like really similar to some of the styles I've been like eyeing and kind of hoping to run into here. It just doesn't have the pleating, but it again, the geometric patterns are like where it's at for me. And then a bright floral with pockets, so pretty cute. All right, let's go crush the dress section if possible. Okay, so like I immediately find the Diane Furstenberg dress, and it's marked at $7.98. No big deal. That's cute. It's a wrap style, so I'm gonna like pull it on and see if it fits on me. Not really. Shoot. I might have to leave it behind. Ah! It has frigging pockets, are you kidding me? Well, they're not even like flashing the lights. They just turned off the lights over on this side. I actually had a nightmare like this recently. They closed me down inside the thrift store. It was not cool. So I better get serious and like get ready to check out. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show you much, but we'll get to the other Texas Thrift and then we'll do a little comparison. The dress selection is awesome. It's very disorganized, but like the options here, like I'm seeing so much that I would consider and like pull out. I can show you a couple and then I probably gotta check out and go. This is a little vintage express. It's so cute. Okay, so impression of the store is sign up for the email so you know when it's half off day, and then give yourself plenty of time to come here because it's huge and their selection looks great. Howdy, partners! Well, the longer I stay in Texas, the more Texan I sound, you know? Oh my god, people from Texas, if you're watching this, like, I am so sorry. I know I'm the worst. We've got an opportunity to hit up not one, but two more of the Texas thrift store chain stores. We're gonna go into a second location, which I'll put here. So let's go in. All right, so before we like get into the store, I definitely want to start in the accessories for a change because I feel like that's where I haven't thrifted as much on this trip. So let's take a look at that. Now I want to take a look at the shoes because they're right here. I like these little slides, but they're a little bit too small for me. Those are $7.98. Wow, they have a lot of really cute, colorful heels here. I don't really wear heels a lot, as you probably know, but I'll show you some of the like fun kind of spring ones I saw. These are so cute. They're way too small for me. Like, I wish they were my size. I would snatch them up. They're vintage, but they're like perfect condition. The shoe selection is actually great. I just didn't find anything for me, unfortunately. So I'm really hoping to score some accessories. I'm gonna keep my eyes out throughout the store for any other displays of shoes or hats or anything and see how I can do. Bingo. You guys, both of these pairs of shoes are in my size. Like, somebody just threw in the towel on their like raving days and I can reap the benefits. I'm definitely appreciating how big and open this store is. Like, it's not crowded at all. It's definitely very spacious. There's plenty of stock, but it's shoppable. So I like what I've seen so far. I'm not really wanting to like dig through right now because I've found a number of t-shirts recently, but they have a giant t-shirt selection and it looks like these are all priced at like 99 cents, so good spot for t-shirts. I found just a couple of shirts like really quickly. There are a few that popped out at me. This is 100% silk, and yeah, just a short sleeve button down will be fun for like summertime to throw on with like black jean shorts or something. And it's only $2.98. This, I can't tell if it's vintage, but it's definitely done in that style, right? With like the dagger collar and this pattern. But yeah, imagine this like tucked into a pencil skirt and kind of do like an academia thing. It could be really cute. My battery actually died and I had to go back out to the car to get a different one. So we left off in the skirts and like patterned pants. I pulled one thing. These little houndstooth like cropped lounge pants, pockets. And now I'm over in the dresses and let's take a look. Like, I'm seeing a lot of good stuff at a glance here. Here's what we found. I'm pretty jazzed about this one because I found a similar dress to this like last year in a thrift store, but it was way too small, and this one actually might fit, so it's $5.98. A bright spring dress. This one I love the fabric, but maybe not like the style of it so much. That one's $12.91. The first thing I spotted in the middle of the rack was this vintage Lacoste dress. Oh, it's so cute. $14.91. Wait, can I just have my Margot Tenenbaum moment in this? Oh, it's kind of a wild card for me, but like, I really like this. Like, I saw this and I thought, oh, this with like some chunky white sneakers would be a super cute look, right? The store has like, they have announcements that last like 2 or 3 minutes in a row, and they're really loud.
Savings with our Good Friday sale.
So I was just going to point out that this is a 2X. I saw a lot of plus size. I've got a number of things in my cart. Let's go find a mirror or a fitting room, make some final decisions, and see if we want to get anything, and then get going. The really sweet cashier told me, she's like, oh, we've got a mirror just over there under that sign. So I'm like, oh, here I go to find the mirror to try stuff, and like, hi. So yeah, I just kind of like held up a few things to see, and here's a sneak peek at my cart. We'll hit the last stop, this Texas Thrift. So obviously we've ended up in the women's tops first, but I really don't have a lot of time, so I actually need to go to the accessories and the shoes like first thing, because that's my goal. But yeah, just like walking through the tops, I spotted like a few like really cute little kind of vintage blouses, not even hidden gems in this store, like they're just popping off the shelves. Okay, so yeah, let's try to find shoes and or accessories, like whichever I can find first. I just looked at the skirts, and like this entire side here, this is all plus size. So they have like a lot of plus size options here. So that's great. All right, back to the shoe mission. They have a ton of shoes. Like you can see them stretching back behind me, and they're going forward. There's a ton of shoes. I'm so stoked because I knew it. I knew in my mind I'm gonna find my cowboy boots here. I'm looking for cowboy boots and like something like really cool and special. It's here. I know it. I got so excited because I saw these cute little like low, like almost like a cowboy boot style, but yeah, just really love these. They have like a super pointy toe, cool lettering in there, but these are really tight, so these ain't it. Gotta keep looking. Okay, moment of truth. I'm gonna try on the few pairs of boots I pulled. None of them are really like crazy colors. I tried on these purple cowboy boots earlier today for me and the other video for you, and I didn't get them. I don't regret not getting them because they just weren't right, but wish I could have found something like that level of crazy that actually would have worked. So let me try these and we'll see if I found a pair of cowboy boots in Texas. These first ones fit. I do have a brown pair at home, so I was kind of looking for something like even more different, so let me keep trying these. This is like the wildest pair that I've found as far as the colors and stuff. I think they're really cool, but these are a little big. I don't know if I can walk in them. I gotta try it a little bit more and think about it. I don't know, my feet are slipping around. I think these are like not even like safe to wear. I could get hurt. I also found these. I think these are cool and like how they're worn in and everything, but I think I like this pair better, and I know they fit, so I'm probably just gonna put these back. I also just snagged these little loafers on the way because I think they're cute. $12.91, and they're way too big as well. So I've got these, which I do like. Again, I have a pair of a brown that's a similar shade at home, and these are 40 bucks. But these are like made in Texas, like legit Texas. So it would be like my souvenir Texas boots. I don't know. So I just need to think about it. We've got like 20 minutes to browse around, We've got 20 minutes to like cruise through the store and check it out. And then gotta like close it down. So I'd love to check out the dresses. The dress section is like punishingly massive. It's this entire wall behind me and halfway down the back wall of the store, which is crazy. So the only way to do something like this quickly is for me to just like scan for patterns and fabrics, try to like just see if I can actually get through them all. All right, let's do it. Oh my god, and this side is dresses too. This like entire rack here all the way down on both sides, also dresses. So now I gotta go back and forth. Wish me luck. You know, it's like there are worse problems in the world for sure. Okay, let's do it. Cute, but probably too small. Very mini. It's a little shirred top jumpsuit with like a kind of almost polka dot material. Print. Polka dot print. This is so cute. Like, can I wear this to a John Hughes prom? Before we go to the back wall, I'll show you, thinking about this one, this floral one, this funky vintage one, and I still have this one out, but I might as well put it back because I know it's going to be too small. Yeah, but I just want to go for like bold color. I think she's really cute. Oh, look at this little vintage shift dress. This marked as an XL. It might fit me. I probably have to measure it really fast because I have like no time left. Unfortunately, I don't have time to scan a lot more sections. I hope we get a good picture of Texas Thrift. Like, this is kind of the place to come if you've got like specific things in mind, or if you've got like a long time to shop. It was really tough doing a quick browse in each of these stores, but still found a few good things. I gotta decide on my dresses because I still got this one and the first three I showed you. So
So they're gonna want me to cash out here in like negative 30 seconds. So I need to get going. And I will see you on the other side with the haul.
Texas Thrifts. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we've reached the end of the thrift stores in this series. I do have more episodes to come, but that was our last in-store visit in San Antonio. I do have to point out that I am currently wearing my vintage Diane von Furstenberg sweater top that I thrifted not too long ago because I was thinking about how disappointed I was about that Diane von Furstenberg dress in the Texas thrift store, and I kind of wish I had picked it up. But anyway, I am making up for it right now because I already have a lovely vintage Diane von Furstenberg piece to wear. So let's talk about this thrift store. I did combine all three of these into one video, obviously, and I'm kind of rating them collectively as well. I think like it's tough for me to even really pick like a favorite among the three. So for what it's worth, let's just talk about in general, the pricing at Texas Thrift, probably the most expensive of anywhere that we went on this trip. However, as you saw, I did go to that first store on their half off day and it was fantastic for that. So my advice, make sure you go on a sale day, sign up for their emails so you know when sale days are coming, and then also look for the color tag sales because that's gonna help you save money. But the quality and the quantity of the items that they had, I was super impressed. As you saw, I did not spend a lot of time in each store, and yet that's where I had some of my biggest hauls of this whole trip. That first store on that first night where I had about 30 minutes and I was just panicked looking through the skirts and dresses, I so wished that I'd had more time in that store because I was finding so many gems so quickly. I think they did a great job with organizing them, keeping the store pretty neat. There's not a lot of like interesting merchandising. You know how some thrift stores like go above and beyond. It was a mixed bag between the stores. Remember how we went to that second location and she's like, oh yeah, there's a mirror back there, and then I go and the mirror was like half covered. To me, those are all like part of the charm. I loved the vibe in there. It definitely has that giant thrift store feel that you get at like a Savers, and each store has a little bit different vibe as well. I think my favorite actually was the second one that I went to though, that did have that quirky mirror. I don't know what it was about that particular store. For some reason, like that one was a little bit my favorite of the three, even though I found the most stuff that I really wanted at the first location. So overall, this is my score for Texas Thrift. For what it's worth, again, the rating system is really just to help compare the different stores. I really loved every store that I went to on this trip, but it's just kind of for fun and a different way to create this whole video series. And I think Texas Thrifts hands down are the best thrift stores that are good for hunting down specific styles. So if you know that you are looking for a white sweater knit top, like that's gonna be the first place that I would check, would be a Texas Thrift location because they have the biggest selection and it's organized enough that you can go straight to that section and know what you're looking for. And if I was going to break it down per store, I would say stop number 1, Texas Thrift, was great for dresses. Stop number 2 had a huge t-shirt selection and there were a lot of cool looking ones in there. And stop number 3 would be the spot to go for shoes. They had a huge shoe selection, even though I did not end up leaving with my goal of thrifting some cowboy boots in Texas. But I will show you what I got from all the Texas Thrifts. We've got to do a big try-on haul from these stores, so let's get into that. And then once again, the finale video is going to be a big styling of all the pieces. I got this black circle pattern skirt. This one is like too big in the waist. I have worn it already and I styled it with like a band tee, and then I actually took a belt and like wrapped it around the outside of the skirt. Like that's one idea, is to make the belt make it work, which obviously is like what a belt is for, so it's not like that's really that groundbreaking. But okay, next piece. This skirt I actually was so excited to style. It has like amazing pleating, like that full sunburst pleating on it. It will not like pull over either my hips or my bust. So it technically I think would be tight on my waist, but it would fit. Yeah, I can't get it on. So this one is a no-go, unfortunately. So I got another skirt here with this abstract pattern, which I love, and this one has some great colors in it. I like how this one is a little bit above my knee, and there's gonna be a lot of like fun ways to style this with a lot of the pastel pieces that I've got in my wardrobe. So yeah, overall very happy with this. I found some pattern pants. These are a very loose flowy style. They have pockets, they have a stretchy waist, they have this like black and brown pattern, which you know I totally go for. So yeah, I knew these were gonna be like full length, a little bit extra long. So I really like the idea of actually wearing these with some low heels with a pointed toe. I think will look cute with this style of pant. Next piece. Now these pants, I am nervous to try on. I've seen people style these in a really fun way. I love like this full-on 70s vibe of these pants, but I'm just not sure I can pull it off. And there's like no structure to these pants whatsoever, and I just think, sometimes I just don't love it. So let's give it a try. My first impression, I really like them. They have a nice like flow and wide leg to them. This is the type of trendy thing that like I never would have seen myself wearing even like a year or two ago. I never would have thought, but now I really like this style. So I really deliberated about this dress because I love the top of it, but we were dealing with kind of a drop waist silhouette, which I already know I don't like on myself, and I was worried it would be like way too tight around my hips down here. So I actually bought this to chop and turn it into a blouse. And then we've got this like finished edge here that's like already lends itself to a blouse. So this is gonna be just a quick, easy DIY for me to turn this into a top. Well, guess what? I actually like this dress a lot more than I thought I would. I really like the silhouette, and I think it fits me nicely overall. So I think I should leave it this way for now, because I think cutting a vintage dress like this would just be like sinful, considering it actually fits me really well. Styling it with more like glam accessories or something like that, I'm not quite sure yet. I think I've got to like balance out how much like blue bows and things are going on here. Like it needs a little more balance. I don't know. On the other hand, I do really like it. What do you think? Let me know. So I brought home this little vintage men's polo top. This so reminds me of something that I would have like absolutely died for in high school, and like the type of thing that I would have loved to wear from the 70s because of the men's style and the dagger collar. Like this easy like casual polo thing was just like so my vibe in high school in the 90s. Don't do any math, it's fine. And I love how like now all of that kind of stuff is kind of coming around for me again. So yeah, I definitely would just like style this probably tucked into jeans. I love it. I did bring home that bucket bag. I've just really been like wanting a bucket bag for a really long time. I'm not sure if it's real leather or not. I did clean it up with some leather cleaner, which took to it really nicely. In any case, I do think it looks like it's a pretty good quality bag. And I also like the pebbled leather or pebbled faux leather look on here. Just gives it something a little bit more interesting. So I thought this is like, finally I found the bucket bag for me, and I think I got it for like $4, which is a really good buy. I'm not too sure how these are gonna look on, but I thought it was worth a try. I mean, houndstooth is a classic print. I think there's a lot of styling opportunities, but as far as how they're actually gonna look on me, I'm not too sure. Okay, if you hate this pattern mixing situation that's going on here, I understand. Right now, I feel like I'm ready to hit the golf course because of this like whole fit. I think these will be really fun to style up. They're super loose and comfy, and we've got pockets, so I actually really dig these. I think these will be fun to wear for spring and summer. I actually think I might want to cut this and turn it into a set. So yeah, as a dress, I definitely think this is pretty cute. I'm noticing that like the waistband here sits a little bit high on me. So if I were to try to crop it at that waistband, it might sit still like way too high on my waist. So I don't know. Now I'm like hesitant on the cropping, like cutting it into a set situation. I'll have to think about it. This was actually the very last thing that I picked up on my entire thrift trip. I found it like while I was standing in line for the register. It might have been a half off tag or something, because I was just like, just get it, you know? Like just throw it in the cart. So yeah, this was my impulse buy. I also love that this looks like it might be legit 70s vintage here. That's just kind of a fun concept to me. Like imagine someone wearing this to the roller rink in the 70s. Legit disco. Ugh, I hope it looks amazing. It kind of does look amazing. Wow, it fits me a lot better than I expected actually. Isn't that fun? So lately I've been loving the idea of styling things that are like a little over the top glamorous, like this top, just casually with jeans. So I think that's why I wanted to grab this piece. It does have this like stretch band around the bottom, around the wrist and the neck that feels like it's like a cotton sweatshirt. So there's a lot of like casual details to this and like comfort to it that make it very wearable, and I could see me just actually throwing it on with jeans and like just working from home in this. Thanks again for thrifting with me at Texas Thrift and across the city of San Antonio. We're nearing the end of the series. Still more episodes to come. We're going to be going next episode to an estate sale from a local legend. I'm going to do one big styling video for you, and then I also am working on a countdown video so we can count down what were the top 10 thrift stores in San Antonio. So make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, whatever you gotta do to stay in the loop on this series, and I'll see you again back here for the next episode.